Talk about the emotions. How are you feeling after that? That had to be was a very impressive win, but it had to be saying a lot for you. I mean, how happy you were with your performance?
I mean, I'm very happy. I trained hard for this. I gotta thank my team. Gotta thank my support. I stayed in Hawaii a lot this camp. You know, with Max Holloway, my boy Maki Pitolo helped me out tremendously in this camp. And you know, you see, proof is in the pudding. It helped me. Nick Diaz Academy, all the boys up in Cali. You know, Team Hawaii. The list goes on and on. I can keep naming names all day. You know, just thank you. Can't even. You know, it's what it is.
Yeah, you can see a little bit of the Diaz. It looked like the hands came out for a couple slides.
I'm like, man, let's go. I'm here. You know, 170 was a great move for me, and I'm here to stay.
Let's talk about that kick that did the finish. Was that something you've been working on? Is that something that you maybe scouted before? Or is that something new in this camp that you were?
I mean, for the most part, I've always been a versatile fighter. I'm able to switch stances, and you know, I train with a good group of guys. You know, like I said, I can name them all, and I feel I'm well-rounded. And you know, this 35-pound cut to 155 wasn't letting me perform at optimal. And you know, I wanted to show UFC. I wanted to show my supporters that you know I am a well-rounded fighter, and I am a contender, and I'm here.
Yancy, when did you come to the conclusion that this was the move for you, that you had to go up to 170?
My last fight in Brazil. You can see I just felt like I was just too small, and they was pushing me around, and you know, on sheer weight. And like I said, I train with big guys. You know, I've been in California training with all Jake Shields them, and they're very great partners with me. Nick and Nate, they're bigger, you know, and I feel like they helped me out a lot. And you know, the weight cut wasn't really something I really needed to do to perform at my best. You know, I feel 170 is a more natural weight for me, and you know, I felt like I proved that tonight.
And considering that and the early weigh-in, did you feel like you were?
Oh, the early weigh-in helped out tremendously. I mean, no dehydration, and that was a big help. And yeah, that was huge. The early weigh-ins, Hawaiians like to eat, so.
I believe you were involved in the incident, which obviously CB Dollaway put out the fight in the elevator.
Yes.
What happened there? Can you just talk us through?
Honestly, we're just on the second floor, and you know, we're all catching the elevator up, and we just seen it like for Final Destination, just started dropping, and then it closed. The doors closed. The outside door closed, and it was still going down, and then the elevators closed, and we didn't know if we were going up or down, and then we were all talking like, "Whoa, that was crazy!" And then bam, we just hit, and it was pretty abrupt. I mean, for the most part, everybody's eyes and mouth open. You know, when we hit, like it was harder than we expected, and you know, it was kind of startling. But there's a bunch of men in there, so you couldn't be acting like a girl. You know what I mean? You gotta soak it up a little, you know, man up and, you know, laugh it out.
No screams?
No screams, fortunately.
Deep down, were you freaking out?
Nah, I mean, for the most part, if we 12, 13 guys in there breathing all heavy, you know, you have to stay as calm as possible, save the air.
Are you surprised Holloway pulled out because of that?
I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, for the most part, it could have been a whiplash effect. You know what I mean? Like, people get into car accidents and don't feel anything at the moment. You know, because we were all pumped up. You seen us get out. You guys seen the videos. We all got out. We're all, you know, and like all happy. But we're all, right, it was like a fight. You know, we're all jived up and all adrenaline. So I can't pass nothing on CB for how he feels. You know, if I'm just hoping he has a good recovery. And if he's really injured, man, and you know, I hope for a quick recovery.
Did you feel anything?
Not for me. Most of the part, I didn't feel anything. You know, I was like, I heard about the CB incident. I'm like, trying to check my back. Hopefully, I didn't get a placebo put in me. You know, I'm like, okay, I'm good. Let's go take a walk around the town. You know, it was all adrenaline down, and I was like, okay, I'm all right. And UFC was really thorough on checking on the safety of the fighters afterwards. You know, Joe Silva, Reed, them called us all up and asked us to come upstairs and, you know, make a statement, and they're really concerned about us. And throughout the night, you know, they just kept calling and, you know, making sure we were safe, asked us if we wanted to move to another hotel and, you know, compensate for it. Then I was like, I'm all good, man. I'm just gonna stay away from them elevators. You know, I took the stairs. Oh hell yeah, I took the stairs after that.
What floor are you on?
I was on the 6th.
Okay.
So I mean, I think if we went any higher, I think we seriously could have all of us could have got injured. I mean, we didn't, like I said, the doors closed and the inside, and we didn't know we were going up or down, and we just heard the thump. So and felt the thump. So
There was an incident earlier in the day where a UFC employee got
multiple. Then yeah, I think his name's Roger. He got stuck in there for like 45 minutes. You know.
And
and then he was really upset because nobody from the hotel was there.
Yeah, and like I think Brad Tavares and manager Ali, he seen it from the outside, just dropping. He went to go tell the hotel, and they're all just all tripping, like what, like like he's like the elevator fell, and it took we were in there for about 15 minutes. All of us. Unfortunately, we had all your favorite Justin Buckles there, and everybody just keeping each other happy and jived up and trying to make this serious moment more uplifting and happy, So that was pretty. We got out and we were all festive about it instead of being all distraught.
Was this right after the ceremonial weigh-ins?
Yeah, right after the ceremonial weigh-in. So, everybody was all heavy and well fed. We had a heavyweight, we had an 85er in there, we had a couple, we had Ray Seville, we had some big boys in there, So, I mean, it was like, and then now, and the next day, we're like, these guys coming through, and there's like 5. I'm like, I'm good. You guys go, I'll take the next ride up. So, yeah.
And Yancy, I had heard different height differences. Did you guys get on? I mean, how far did it actually fall? Did you get on like the 3rd floor and you come out in the basement?
We got to I got on the 2nd floor. We got on the 2nd floor, and right when we were in, like we were just messing around, and one of the guys pushed my boy. He was like, oh, and he turned around and just seen it drop. Like it feels like an inch. It feels like an inch further final destination action. He would have lost his arm. We was like, we was like tripping out on that. So it was like I said, we were all cool about it, but after thinking about it, it was like, bro, we could have seriously got injured. So I mean, it all settled in afterwards, and just thankful that no one got seriously hurt.